Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm getting back to one I haven't played in a while because the Season 3 stuff for this is delivering, or is already delivered. This is Final Girl. And disclaimer that they originally sent me review copies of Season 1. I bought Season 2 myself, and then they sent me just the set I'm playing today from Season 3. I didn't back the rest. I think I've already got enough for the game. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So the set they sent me from Season 3 is the Terminator 2 themed one. Love those movies. Well, specifically the first two. Don't love the other ones as much. And yeah, so you have a new location, the Sunny Days Mall, where you're trying to protect a savior, a John Connor figure. And then you have the new killer, the Hunter, which is actually two killers. They kind of mix Terminator and Terminator 2 in here. In that first, you're facing off against the Mark V robot, but once you defeat them, you can actually turn it onto your side before the much more powerful Mark X robot comes, the T-1000 if you want. So let's go through the new mechanics for each set, and then we'll jump right in and play. So starting with the Hunter, they've got a 5 starting heart, which is pretty ridiculous, and 15 life. Give me a break. That's one of the highest values I've seen. But the life total is for the Mark X, which is not on the board at the start of the game. Instead, you're facing off against the Mark V, and I guess for consistency, I should say the Mark X and the Mark V instead of X. But the Mark V cannot be damaged normally. Instead, you take 3 random cybernetic parts tokens like this and put them on top of these 2 random tokens with the Mark X's face. So she's like a female Terminator. What was that, Terminator 3 that had one of those? And if you can do 2 or more damage in a turn to the Mark V, you'll knock off one of their parts. It'll scatter like a civilian panicking. And that's for every 2 damage you do, but you have to do it all within a single phase. So if I do like 1 damage in one phase and then 1 damage in another round, it won't knock anything off. Once all 3 are knocked off, the Mark V is going to shut down, and I'm going to, instead of drawing terror cards or doing anything for the killer, in each killer phase, I'm just going to take away 1 of these tokens and increase Bloodlust once. And then the Mark X will show up with their special new chrome self, and they'll try to murder me with their 15 life. But I can pick up the cybernetic parts for 1 time, and once the Mark V is defeated, if I'm in its space, I can use time to repair them with the parts. And these are going to flip to have different heart values on them. And that'll let me use the Mark V as an ally. And this is a mechanic both for the location and the killer. So again, I'll have a varying amount of hearts depending on how many times I repair them and which tokens I flip. And allies have a bunch of rules with them, but kind of the key thing is you have these 4 action tokens, and you can have the ally do things like moving, attacking for this guy. And then during upkeep, each cube moves 1 space to the right, or in the case of this one, just comes right back. And whenever it slots off, you get to use it again. So yeah, you can have the Mark V doing a whole bunch for you until it gets killed. And when you kill the Mark V, its Dark Power card is going to get flipped if it's not already, and it will become a special bonus to your version of the Mark V for this game. So your ally, as well as the killer, will change game to game. But the finale card is always for the Mark X, and you got to defeat the Mark X, and it's 15 life plus whatever you get from the final health token to actually win. And one more very important rule for the Hunter, their bloodlust is different than most killers. They don't generally gain bloodlust from defeating regular victims. Instead, they're focused on you and your allies, so anytime you damage them, or they damage you or damage an ally during a phase, they'll gain 1 bloodlust no matter how many times those different events happen in a given phase. Only 1 bloodlust per phase. All right, now going to the mall, there's a more complex one than normal. Let's start with just the actual location itself. So you'll see you can go up the escalators. This is supposed to be like the ground floor, and then everything else is supposed to be the second floor. Now, big things are these railing spaces. You see these 5 around the exterior here. You can move over the railings, basically jump over them down to the food court, and civilians can panic that way. But you have to roll a die, and you take 1 damage, or for a civilian, they just die unless you roll a 5 or a 6. But more importantly than that, anytime anyone takes damage while in a railing space, you or the killer or whoever, you take an additional damage and automatically fall down to the food court. No roll required, you just take the damage. So 1 damage becomes 2, basically. And there are some other rules, like victims won't follow you if you jump over the food court, but yeah, those are kind of the basics there. Another way to get extra damage is with the 6 stores here. All the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of similar to the railings, anytime anyone takes damage in one of these stores, they're thrown through the wall of the store using one of these little open wall tokens here. And you can pick any side that doesn't already have an entrance. So from the military surplus R Us store, I could be thrown to the north into the boards and bones. And when that happens, you take an extra damage. But if you are hit in a store where every single entrance is already opened up, either by an original entrance or by a broken wall, then you don't take any extra damage. You don't move or anything. And you've got the regular items as usual. I've got a gift card that'll let me get an item from another store or get a bunch of action cards. I've got a grenade that can do 2 damage straight up, and some sneakers that let me not take damage when I jump off of the railings voluntarily. But by far the biggest special thing about the mall is that you are trying to help a savior. Again, very clearly a John Connor type character. So they are also an ally, following a lot of the same rules as the Mark V. They have these 4 action cubes, although at first you can't use any actions because they are gated by the savior's trust in you, which starts out down here at Go to Hell, which says you cannot exit the board and cannot use any ally actions. But the new action card you can buy for 2 times, Build Trust, there's 2 copies, lets you potentially increase trust with the savior, although you have to be in their space to do that. And as trust increases, you start opening up actions you can use. And then the big thing is if you get all the way up to the top where it says, I believe you, then you can move the savior, who's this orange meeple, out an exit. And when you do that, your character levels up automatically. It's like you've rescued as many victims as you need. But the savior is kind of annoying and takes a lot of actions. Why do you care? Well, it's because anytime the killer would try to target you, not a victim, but you, instead they actually go towards the savior. And if they kill the savior, you lose immediately. The future is doomed, I guess. But then also as you build up trust, the savior can help you out, like giving you free horror reductions and such. Now, additionally, in every upkeep phase at the end of the round, you're going to flip one of these savior cards from the top until you run out. You don't reshuffle it. And they have different effects based on how trusting the savior is for you. And as you can guess, it's going to be more positive if it's near the top and more negative if it's near the bottom. So yeah, potentially 2 allies in this one, a robot on the rampage. I'm just trying to do my best to help people out. Here we go. So we do get an event to start out. Wet floods. That's a lawsuit just waiting to happen. Whenever a victim in a railing space panics, roll twice and apply the lower result. Which means the lower result is always the falling into the food court ones. They are much more likely to jump down there and die. So, all right, what do I want to do? The gift card, the military surplus place is pretty good. The grenade in the Zap Shack is pretty good. I don't care as much about the sneakers in the sporting goods store. The Zap Shack is also right next to the Savior, and I really want to get him trusting me as quickly as possible, so like terrible stuff is not happening with the Savior cards. And I'm also pretty worried that horror is already pretty bad. Oh, I didn't talk about my final girl, did I? Yeah, so I chose the, I guess, Linda Hamilton analog, right? Sarah Connor. So I gotta rescue 6 people to fully flip, or again, just the savior. I got 4 health. And then if I flipped, whenever you inflict damage to an enemy with a gun, do an additional 2 damage. So yeah, I really want to get a gun. I know there's a couple of them in the item deck here. But yeah, so I think I want to walk, focus. You know, we'll see how much we have. Let's start with the basic walk, see how that goes. All right, so we're currently at 2 dice. Oh, that was nice. So I could go to 2 spaces instead of 1 if I discard 2 cards. Sure, why not? Because that's as good as 2 walks. Actually better. So I'm going to discard my weak attack and short rest. Costs me 1 time, but I can move toward the Zap Shack and the Savior. All right, now do I want to walk again? I could just try focusing and save the other cards because you don't want to blow through all your cards every single turn necessarily. So sure, let's just try a basic focus for this one. All right, and oh, awesome. You're rolling well. So I'm going down to 4 time, but I do get to raise horror back to 4. And yeah, I think we'll stop there so I can do some more stuff next turn, especially depending on like where the Savior goes and such. All right, so I've got 4 time. I'm pretty close to the Savior, so I want to build Trust. Just 1 copy, I think, and then search for the grenade, maybe. That seems like a good start. And then all my 0 cards come back to the tableau for free buying next turn. All right, now the Mark V sets out, and they're only moving 1 at the moment, and they are going straight towards the Savior. So I'm assuming the fastest way will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a billion more. So they're going to go into the atrium where there is a nice little Harley there to run away from a semi-truck, but we don't have that as I think that's an item you need to get. I'm flipping their first terror card, Shock and All. Roll 1 fewer die to a minimum of 1 resolving reaction cards, I guess just during this round, so that won't matter. And moving 2 more towards the Savior, yay. Better get out of there, John. Oh my gosh, we're equally close. And then there's no panicking because nobody was killed and the kill is not in anybody's space. So we go to the upkeep phase and see what this little jerk is doing. You won't be needing this. Discard and draw a new Savior card if the Savior is not in your space or adjacent to your space, which he's not. Oh, he would have robbed me for items? You butt. I'm not going anywhere with you. Discard and draw a new Savior card if the Savior is not in your space or adjacent to you. All right, well, I guess we're going to burn through this quickly. I'll hang out with whoever I want to. Move the savior 2 faces toward the killer. No, you're already in his space. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, ain't this just interesting? Yeah, it's not even a space I can, like, push him through for an extra damage or shove him over the railing for an extra damage. So what do I want to do then? I'm thinking maybe I walk into the zap shack and try to grab the grenade and then, like, get a sprint to get over there next turn. Yeah, all right, let's try that. So I'll walk first. Come on, show me a star. Okay, beautiful. I'm not going to use the extra because I don't need 2 spaces of movement, so that'll bring me down to 5 time. I guess I might as well bring the victims with me, these 2. Okay, then we're going to try to search for that grenade. All right, and okay. I'm down to 4 time, still enough to buy a sprint, and take the top item. Okay, so I am getting the grenade. Yay! So I can discard this during the action phase and spend 2 time to deal 2 damage to an enemy in an adjacent space, or add a destroyed wall token to a wall of the store you're in. Although, again, this won't push the hunter, so... So I'm going to keep the build trust and the focus. I'm getting back all of these, including my weak attack and a walk, and I got to buy a sprint. Should I get another sprint? Yeah, just in case like things go terribly, let me get another sprint. All right, and then he stabs the savior for 1 out of 4. Uh-oh. Is that enough for you to believe this guy's out to kill you? And then... Oh, man, a new event. Then he's going to stab the savior again for a 2nd point of damage. And that is enough to raise his bloodlust once. Remember, it's once per phase, even though he attacked the kid twice. What's our new event? Fire sale. You can have the last widescreen TV when you pry it from my cold, dead hands. Move all victims that are adjacent to a store into the store. You, any allies, and all enemies in a store with at least 1 victim receive a damage. What? All right, so this one goes into a store. They go into a store. Sadly, John does not go into a store. That would be better for you, buddy. And then I take 1 out of my 4 damage. Yay. All right, John, please do something smart. You're not the boss of me. Move the savior 3 spaces away from you. I'll take it. I'll take it. That means away from the killer, too. So away from me pretty much has to be 1, 2, 3, all the way back down to where the killer started. Now, if I jump off the railing, I can probably get to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Geez. Maybe I just try to go beat up the hunter with my grenade first. Now, it's interesting that the rules don't say that the savior panics. They just say they panic the way victims do, which means if the hunter has killed somebody and they're in the same space as them, they'll panic, but they won't panic after getting, like, attacked. At least that's how I'm reading the rules. It kind of makes, like... It seems like it would make more sense for them to panic first. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to make a thematic executive decision and say that they do panic when they've been attacked. Okay, so he'll move a 5 and then run 3 away from me. So 5 is up towards security, and then 3 away is 1, 2, 3. So that's, I guess, worse, right? Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did take 2 sprints. All right, well, let's try an initial sprint and see what happens. Okay, cool. So I'll move up to 2 spaces. Great. So I'll go 1, 2, and I guess bring these guys with me. Where are the actual exits? There and down there. Okay, so I'll be near one. And even though it's going to greatly cut down my chances of buying good cards later, I'm going to go ahead and throw my grenade and do 2 damage to the hunter, taking out its first part out of 3. And I got to roll to see where that goes. 6. Oh, wait a second. If I try to go through the killer space, they won't follow me. And if I jump off the balcony, they won't follow me. So you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to bring them with me from that move. But I'm going to try to sprint again. I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go yet. I guess jumping off the railing wouldn't make much sense, right? Okay. 2 cards. I can afford that. I'll get rid of short rest and the weak attack. So I'm down to 2 time, but I'm 1 away from the savior. So yeah, let's walk, baby. Then I can try to build trust if I'm lucky. Crud. I have the focus. Okay, I'm gonna spend both focuses, I guess. Leaves me with only 1 time. There's gonna be a terrible turn coming up in a second. And now, do I try to increase trust when I don't have any other cards to reroll with? Probably shouldn't. But I only have 1 time left, so all I can buy is a close call. So I'm already gonna kind of waste next turn. Whatever, let's go for it. I didn't roll any stars this turn, right? So I'm due a star, right? Isn't that how? Yes. Okay, so I do go down to 0 time, but I increase trust by 1. So now I can have, during the action phase. So let's have him recover. I can't double do it. So I'll just recover the 1 damage he took. And if the killer catches up with us, he can use as a reaction that to reduce the damage by 1. All right, so he likes me enough to maybe stay alive. And then planning, I get the walk card. Yay! All right, now let's see if we get lucky. I can't imagine this guy's not going to reach us. He moves 1 for free. And then deploy countermeasures. Place a countermeasure token in each space adjacent to the hunter. If you, an ally, or a victim enter a space with a countermeasure token, receive 1 damage and discard the token and increase horror by 1. You know what? I'm okay with all of that. Because it says enter a space, not leave. So as long as I was going to say as long as the savior's not stupid, good luck there. I mean, I kind of hope the victims walk into them and die, right? Oh, crud. I just realized when I heard him during the action phase, Bloodlust also would have gone up. Now, luckily, his Dark Power. Oh, shoot. Well, we got Reinforced Endoskeleton. The Mark V ignores all lose heart effects. Oh, like I think falling off the food court, is that? Yeah, and same with knocking him through the walls. So now I really need weapons. But yeah, regular attack effects still apply. And if I make him my friend, it says... same thing. He'll still ignore the hearts and only take damage from the hits. But yeah, it didn't mean he could move farther, so he couldn't reach us this round, thank God. And let's see what my new best buddy does. This comes down 1. You're not the boss of me. I'll move the savior only 2 spaces away from you. You know what? That's fine, because that dude is right next to me, so I'd rather you run away. So 1, 2 is clearly the way to go here. And good, he didn't go into any countermeasures. I like that. Right, back to me, and it's not going to be much of a turn. Should I try to walk again with nothing to discard? I should just save it. I think I'm just gonna save it. But then the killer will hit me for at least 2 and might just straight up kill me. So I'm gonna try to walk. Because what is it? It's a 5 out of 9 chance of rolling 1 star on a 2 dice roll. So that's pretty good. That's right. Not this time though. Oh man, I might die here. Oh wait, I forgot. I can still on a failure move. I got to spend 2 time and take a damage, which means I have only 2 life left. But I get to move, which will prevent his automatic attack before the killer card, and 2 damage, so yeah, it seems definitely worth it. All right, so here we go, bye. And then I have 4 to spend, and I'm getting a bunch of cards back, so let's get a sprint and a build trust, right? That seems like the kind of clear combo to go for here. Yeah, I definitely have a lot more stuff to work with. All right, so then he chases after us here, but I can't attack for his 2 damage, thank God. But let's see what else it's got. Uh-oh. Intimidation mode activates, so it walks twice. It gets to the savior, and then 2 horror puts us into the red zone. And that ain't great. God, man, this guy is a monster. All right, Johnny boy, what you doing? Watch this. Okay, eat me. Move the savior up to 1 space towards the nearest railing space. If he's in a railing space, he jumps over the railing. You idiot. But here it's super useful, right? Because he can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, so I can... What, am I supposed to roll off? Yeah, sure, let's roll for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I'd rather have the 4, 5, 6 so I can just talk to him right away. Hey, there we go. So he's moving to my space. Although now we're trapped between a bunch of countermeasures and angry robots. That part's not great. All right, clearly to start out, I gotta focus, right? Because otherwise, 1 die is not going to make much happen. And yeah, I got a 2/3 chance of being able to do something. All right, I'll take it. So I got to discard 2 cards and then 1 of my 6 time to get horror back. I guess I'll do the other focus and the short rest. Or no, I'm not going to attack right now, am I? So maybe I'll keep the other focus. There we go. Now we're rolling 2 dice again. And with that, I don't really want to move, do I? Let's try to build trust with the guy. Wish I had some reroll cards, but that's not happening yet. Okay, it's not worth it to discard 2 cards. I would need 3 stars to get that, but that would just save me a time, so whatever. Okay, I guess we're okay. So now, I can have him move up to twice. Let's do that. So I'll have him move again. He's going to tank the countermeasure for me because his life is doing better than mine is. And he has that nice consistent heal action that's about to come back. Okay, and then he's back there. Because now I can try to sprint and we can both be away from this guy for a second. All right, I still got 2 cards if needed. Crud, yeah. I guess it's just focus and walk. It's not the end of the world. Brings me down to 3 time, but yes, we have both gotten out of there. Actually, wait, I think I forgot to move this off last turn. Because I'm pretty sure it's been 2 turns since I first got his friendship. So I'm going to recover again. I think I can do that. Now, does the Bloodlust go up from a countermeasure dealing damage? I'm guessing no. Also, did I miss increasing Bloodlust once? I might have. Okay, so he's moving 1. And then, oh man. Whenever Bloodlust increases because of 100 inflicted damage, you or an ally increase Bloodlust an additional time. Unless I can do 2 extra damage to him. And I think I have to do damage to that before I can start knocking his parts off. Okay, let's not forget this time. So all of those slide down. And this time the card does nothing. Although, man, I would have loved the heart reduction. Okay, but he can't move again yet. And I've only got a walk card, which I think I'm just going to hang on to because I'm already into space. But then let's see. I've got 6. I can choose who gets attacked when it's an ally or me in the same space. So maybe I should get guard or retaliate. Yeah, let's get retaliate. And I've got to walk. Actually, I've got both my walks. I didn't spend the other one. So let's get retaliate. I could build trust with him again. Then he can decrease horror for me. Or should I get close call to make sure the retaliate works? Oh, let's go for the build trust. All right, he walks up one. Thank God he's slow for a while. And then target acquired. So we're back in red horror land. And he's going to move in and attack, so I'll use the retaliate, but that's going to raise his bloodlust up either way it goes. Although, if my retaliate hits him first, I think he goes down. Oh, that's right, he's not affected, but at least he'll be way down there. That's good. Oh, man, but the horror reduction goes first. I only have a single die. Come on. Yes! What is it? So reduce attack damage by 2, which means no attack damage, which also means I don't go over the railing. And then I hit him back for 1, which knocks that off, and he falls down there, but does not take any extra damage. Yeah, and he certainly is not affected by his own countermeasures. And then, no, it's whenever his bloodlust increases from damaging me or an ally, so it only goes up 1 for me damaging him, which, crud. Makes bloodlust go up again because he got a horror. Shoot, man. Yeah, I gotta get this kid's trust like ASAP so I can lower horror back down and not increase bloodlust by an insane amount. But I'm very happy that it's going to take him quite a while to reach us. That was huge. Yeah, thank God for a good retaliate. Okay, so that all comes back. What you got for me, Savior? I'll hang out with whoever I want to. Move the Savior up to 1 space away from the killer. Up to. Oh, okay, so I can pick. Do I want to? Yeah, I guess I do, because I can always move him back, and he can take out the countermeasure for me and take a damage for it. Because I'm sending him up here. Oh, yeah, now we can do a whole bunch of stuff, potentially. So let's have him heal, and I guess that's it for now. Then I'm going to try to walk after him with a single die. Or no, I guess I'll try to focus again first, right? That probably makes more sense. Yes! Okay, so I'm down to 5 time. But we're back in 2 dice land. Now I'm going to try to walk to the kid. All right. So down to 4 time. But I'm with him, and let's try to get his friendship fully acquired with build trust, baby. I got a ton of cards to discard, so I just need to not come up. Whew, that was good. So I'm down to 3 time, but we're at full trust, which means I can lower horror again. That's great. And I think I'm going to have him walk over towards the store I got the grenade from, because I still don't care about the sneakers. And, oh, actually, wait, there are some cards that care about him being with me, so maybe I'll wait on that. Yeah, I can always move him next turn. All right, then where am I at? I've got walk, focus, weak attack, short rest, and 3 time. So I can't get a search and a sprint to get right into the store. So I guess I'll get the search and a close call for now. All right, Robot Man is coming after us. When terror is running out, one of the bottom 3 cards brings the the X-Hunter in early. Intimidation. Oh, didn't I just draw that? Oh my gosh. Okay, well at least, no, the kid won't be able to lower horror for a little bit, but it is not going to increase bloodlust yet. Moving towards the Savior twice. And yeah, geez, man. All right, John, help me out. Fill me with some hope in humanity or something. I'm not stealing, I'm just borrowing. Oh, take the top card from any item deck. I think I want to get this gift card, because look, discard this during the action phase and either take 4 time worth of action cards, or if at a store, look at the top 2 items and take 1, because I want to get a gun, right? All right, so thanks for being a little klepto there, buddy. All right, back to me and my terribleness. I'm going to try to focus and then walk, I guess. All right, focus. Sure, I'll ditch weak attack and short rest again. It's got me rolling 2 dice, and I'm going to try to walk. Maybe I'll get lucky and get 2 stars. Not impossible. I mean, it's kind of impossible. Oh, man, I have to discard my search for that. It's fine. I can get there next turn, so I'll go here. Then I think John's cards that care about where I am. Oh, there's only 1 card left? Well, I'm going to have him walk twice into the store I'm going to. Yeah, it's hard to get him to trust me fast enough. Well, and I did, burn through cards that would have done stuff if I was closer to him. Okay, now I've got 4 time. Starting with that. Let's get, I don't think the killer will reach us, but it's possible. Maybe get a sprint, because I also want to try to, get his parts. And then, I don't know, guard, just in case things go terribly. You know what I just realized? With the gift card, I could have discarded the search and the close call to go into the store, because I don't need the search. Yeah, let's say that I did that. This is going back to my walk, sorry. Because, yeah, now I can dispense this to look at the top 2 cards of the item deck and take 1. Oh, yeah, there we go. Boomsticks. If a leather jacket would make the kid trust me more, we're not doing that. But this one, 0 range, adds 1 damage, so my weak attack could straight up take out one of his parts. And if the enemy is blown off of a railing space or through a store wall, +1 damage. Ooh, so that will ignore his exoskeleton. So now if I hit him, I would do 3 damage with the weak attack. Oh, but if there's a 1 in the final horror roll result, discard the boomstick. But final horror roll result, so I just want to try to have close calls when I can. Oh, and if you have a boomstick in each hand, you may use both when attacking. That's awesome. All right, that worked out well. Okay, now he's coming. Yeah, we were so close to the Hars. Ah, crud. We're down in red Har again, although he can release it. And then he's only moving 1 towards us. That part's fine. And he's not in a railing space. He's not in a store space. I want to boomstick him, man. Oh, but I don't even have an attack card this turn anyway, so never mind. Okay, now we're getting to our very last savior, and... Oh, you recover 1 heart. Nice, because I'm actually very hurt. But that is it. We just have his actions now, nothing else. All right, so it's our action turn. Let's have him reduce that, and I guess heal to max. I don't really want to take him outside, although I would level up and be able to do way more damage, so maybe I should. But for now, I kind of think I want the guy to come to me. Oh, and sorry, that's on 6. Maybe I just focus. So that even if he gets some bloodlust, it's not going to be like terrible. Whoa. What does that even do? Oh, I get +2. Yes, I'm going to buy some awesomeness here. But yeah, especially with that, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to get Retaliate for 4. And then I think both Close Calls for 2. And then wait, where's the attacking thing? Oh, Furious Strike is 4, crud. All right, so I have 2 left. Let's get another Sprint. Yeah, that gives me a ton of stuff. I got my Weak Attack. I got Retaliate. I got a bunch of movement, like way too much movement. All right, so I want this guy to come in so I can just blast him through the wall. And let's see if he will. Impersonation mode active. Make a horror roll. Okay. So I'm at 2. So move 2 spaces closer to the hunter. Victims will not follow. Wait, who? Oh, crap. Is he going to make me move 1 and then attack the kid? Yes, I'm assuming it's impersonating somebody I know. So that, like, I go there. Because it says victims will not follow. But then it's going to ignore me, go in here, and wallop him for 2, and he gets thrown through a wall. Thank God I healed him to get him up to full life. I guess I'll send him over towards the Zap Shack. Yeah, he's down to 1 life. That's not good. That also means with his advanced AI, he's going up twice, which puts Har at 6. So that part at least isn't too bad. But yeah, one of these last 2 cards brings out another robot. I haven't even dealt with this one yet. But hey, he can move again, but he can't heal. He can't lower the Har. And once again, I think these guys should panic because he saw somebody get hit, even if not killed. Maybe I missed that in the ally roll, but I think it makes sense. So he runs out to there. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, his 2 action spaces can go 1, 2. He runs out the entrance. He's gone. I mean, I get everything? Holy crud. Okay, so I get a Har reduction. I get I should have been at 6, and I'm at 8 again. I can move up to 3 spaces. I heal back to full, and I get the other guard card for free. This is great. And now, whenever I do damage with a gun, I deal an extra 2 damage, which means, oh my gosh, this boomstick is going to boom for real. Here we go. Thanks for throwing the kid closer to the entrance, buddy. So yeah, I get to move in here for free, and it is odd. So I'm doing Weak Attack, and I've got 2 Close Calls and a billion cards, so you think it'll go okay. Just need the hit. Ooh, so I would take a damage. And he's at 3 damage right now, but I've got a ton of defense cards. Well, I got enough things to discard, so sure, I'll discard the walk and the short rest now that I'm fully healed. Oh, and I don't have any 1s in the final roll. That's the key thing. All right, so I'm hitting him for 1, 2 with the boomstick, 3 because I'm hitting him through the wall, 4, 5 because I'm inflicting damage with the gun. Oh, so this was just a death blow. Look, both of these fly off his body, and I'm going to have a couple rounds to grab them because the killer will just advance Bloodlust. Oh, and this card is gone. All right, so let's roll for where these are each going. Hopefully not too far. 1, 1. Okay, so they both go here. Oh, sorry, I got to throw him through the wall, so he's actually in security deactivated. Well, that was beautiful. Can't really say anything bad about that. All right, so let's try to walk first into there and spend some time picking those ones up. All right. That's fine. I'll need to walk 2 spaces, so I'm just taking 1 time. But then while I'm in here, I will spend 2 more time to grab both of these. I don't get to look at them yet, so I'm not sure how much they're worth. Okay, then I'm going to sprint, see how close I can get to the store where the last one is. I can technically raise him back up with just 1 of them. Might as well go all out. And I've still got my Close Calls for rerolls. Ooh, that was pretty good. If I discard 2 cards, I can move 3. Here, I'll discard my only cheap things left, Focus and Close Call. All right, so that gets me in there. I'm going to bring myself down to 3 times to pick it up. Now I just got to go in there, and I think it's 1 time for each repair. Oh, but that wall's not broken, so it'll actually take 2 moves. And I do have another sprint left. All right, you know what? Let's try it, because I can discard or use the Close Call if I need to. I just want to get 1 star. All right, and yes. Okay, that's good. So I'm down to 2 time, which is what I need to start getting him up. So yeah, this goes underneath his ally card, so he's a little bit harder to hurt. And I'm going to spend 2 time to put 2 of my repairs on him, which gets him nothing. Great. And 3. That was good. All right, so yeah, he's got 3 life. I could start using his actions right now, but not much need to, right, if I want to repair him again in a second. But that did totally zero out my time, so all I'm getting back is a focus. I've got a good gun, 1 reroll card, and a bunch of guard and retaliate stuff. All right, we don't draw a terror card. That pops, and this goes up automatically. Oh, so we are down to 6 horror. I want to try to fix that. All right, no upkeep to worry about. Let's spend 1 time to put the last repair. Just 1 more. Okay, so he's only got 4 hearts before he's out of commission. I mean, I don't think I need to really do much here. I'll get a ton of cards back in a second. So let's get Close Call for 1, and then I have 4 left. Furious Strike or Planning. Or improvise is always good. Well, let's go with Furious Strike. Although actually, I don't know where the heck the boss is going to show up, so it'll be all right. Oh wait, I should actually do 1 roll. I should focus. So otherwise, I think they're going to very quickly get the horror in a bad place again. Oh, I'll get rid of one of my guards in the Close Call, the one that I hadn't bought yet to make that work. Oh wait, but then I don't have enough. Okay, so I won't buy the Close Call. Sorry, I should have really done this before I did all the rest. Okay, so I just buy Furious Strike, and then I get both my walks, my short rest, my weak attack, and my other focus back. But yeah, I really don't want to attack the boss until I get my Close Calls back for my gun. All right, so here she comes, and she's going up, so 4 damage and 2 movement. We're not drawing an actual terror card until next turn. One of them is going to be her, show-up card, which she already showed up. And we draw a random killer card just to place her. So she's in the left food court, which is fine, I guess. Well, I just realized she doesn't benefit from the little damage reduction thing that he has. So if I, hit her off a railing or through a wall, she'll take extra damage from the boomstick and from the effect. All right, so now we know where she is. Unfortunately, none of us have range attacks. You can't attack from the food court to the railing, but you can attack from the railing to the food court. All right, so I kind of want to keep on building up. How fast is she going to get to us? I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to take a little bit. She's moving only 2 for sure. All right, so I'm going to have the Mark 5 move 1, but he'll get it right back. Right there, waiting to hopefully catch her in there. Although, shoot, hitting her through the railing when we can't hit her again. So it kind of be better to hit her somewhere else, but I mean, I guess it's okay. And I'm going to use one of my walks. Nice, that'll work. And I'll join my buddy. And then do I want to focus? Horror's at 5, but you could make it go up pretty quickly. Sure, let's focus. We got a lot of stuff. All right, and I can discard my other walk. I don't want to discard my weak attack. Well, I'm probably not going to be able to hit the dude multiple times anyway, so sure, I'll discard both of these. So I go down to 4 time, but I push hard back to 4. All right, now with my 4, I'm getting a focus. I want to get a sprint and both Close Calls for sure. Okay, they're not in the finale yet, so they just moved 2 towards us. And then this might be the card. Oh, there it is. Hunter Mark X. If the Mark 5 is the active killer, it immediately shuts down. Increase to the top of the track. Place the remaining play. Okay, no. The Mark X is now on the board. Discard the remaining countdown tokens. Draw a new. Nope. Discard any remaining terror. Oh, okay, so we just go right to the finale. That makes sense. Now what we got? Relentless Pursuit. Oh, when revealed. What? 6. Okay, so that means, yep, she's just as strong as she's going to be. So she's coming after, so she heals 1, then comes after me, 3 speed, and then attacks for 5 damage. Well, in a way that's kind of good because she'll stop right in front of us if we don't move. So let's not move. Oh, and I get this one back. Yeah, so let's both just stay here. And I've got 6. Should I just go for critical blow? Sure. All right, she goes 1, 2, 3, right where I want her. And I'm going in first before my robot moves up. So I'll do a walk. And that'll work. So hey there, how you doing? And let's do a critical blow, right? Because yeah, I don't really need to do anything after this turn. I'm using my boomstick and everything, of course. Okay, that'll work, and it's not a 1 to make the boomstick go away. So what am I doing? Oh, I'm getting rid of 1 horror. That was nice. So I'm hitting her for, let's get the full value here. So 2 from the critical blow, 4 from my special power, 5 because she's falling off a railing, 6 from using the boomstick, 7 from the bonus from falling off the railing. Not too shabby, although she's about to heal 1. Oh, and rah, she falls down there. And yeah, honestly, that's all I'm using. What do I want to get? Now let's get improvise. And then I don't think I need a guard. So I don't know, I guess sprint. I'm going to have the Mark 5 move up with me with its 1 free movement. Okay, then she heals back up to 9. And then, hello. And yeah, let's kill this lady. So I'm going to walk in first. Yeah, I could use the improvise first, but if I don't get both stars, I want to use the bonus for my attack. Okay, so walk in. That'll work. No fun bonus damage here, but I can attack her a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to try to improvise and hopefully get 2 stars. Darn it. Should I use the close calls or should I save him for my gun? I'll just discard a focus and a short rest to get my next roll to have 3s and 4s be successes. And then with that, I'm going to Furious Strike and try not to end my turn. All right, and I've got rerolls. Going to reroll all dice for 2 time down to 3, because that was dumb. What is going on? Okay, I'm going to do it again. I only got 1 time left. Oh, okay. Yes, perfect. Okay, so horror goes back to 3, and I'm doing 2, 3, 4, 5 with my bonus and the boomsticks bonus. Boom. Now, before the action phase potentially ends, well, I'm not going to let it end. Okay, I'm going to do weak attack, because even if I do 1 with the boomstick and cat's bonus, I'll do 4, and I can see if he has life left, and then the Mark 5 can come in and finish him off. And okay, that'll work. That'll work. I don't mind if I take a damage. Yeah, it's already 4. Oh, she's just dead. Mark 5 was ready, to come in and do 2 damage, but didn't need it. Yes, that was interesting. That went from like super scary to not that scary at the end because I can kind of like kite her around with knocking her off the balcony. But still fun as always. Again, that was the Sunny Days Mall and Hunter sets for Final Girl. And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you at the next stop.